Hello, my name is Lenka from Lenka is Puzzling, and this is going to be my puzzle haul for October, I believe. So I have a few puzzles here. It's not as bad as previous months. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See, it's not even over 20. So like, I think I did good. And taking in the account that I'm also not puzzling as much this month, I think it's going to just balance itself out. So, first thing I want to show you. These are 3 puzzles from one order. This order was from a toy shop, and they have puzzles, but they only have ejicas. And they're usually for kind of like a good price. There's usually some kind of discount happening like all the time. And I wouldn't usually just go and order from them, but I saw a puzzle, and when I saw it, I was like, I need that. And I couldn't find it anywhere else. It's like sold out everywhere. So I was like, okay, well, I have to snatch it and I have to get it right now. And of course, I'm not gonna buy just one pretty cheap puzzle, because then the shipping would be just as much as the puzzle was. So I had to then pick out more. But the puzzle that was the reason for this order is this 300 piece. It's ejica. And let me see. Is it in any language I can actually pronounce? No, not really. Because the name of the puzzle is written like on all 4 sides. Each of them is in different language. And this is German. I could tell you the German one, but I don't think it's going to be very helpful. And this one looks like French and probably Spanish, right? And maybe Italian, I don't know. Let's say this one. It's called Era una vez a vida. That was probably horrible, but it's this, yeah? It's this TV show. We used to have it here when I was a tiny little child. And I used to love that. I could still sing you the song, the intro, because it was so fun and it was so educational, because this is like from the human body, right? So I loved it, and I didn't even think that there would be a puzzle with it because it's kind of old. And then I saw this. It's only 300 pieces, which is a shame because I would like it to be at least 500, but whatever. But like, I needed it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is mine and I want it and I'm gonna get it, and nobody can stop me unless it's also sold out. I think, like, if I just directly translate what the Czech name was, it was kind of like once upon a life, or like, oh, then there was a life, you know, something like that. But yeah, do you know this TV show? Did you have it in your country? Because I can't. It's amazing. And the puzzle is actually like, it looks very nice. It's, as a 300 piece, it's going to be super easy. But yeah, God, I'm so happy. Don't yell at me, you're not supposed to be there. Yeah, exactly. That's Mina. Okay, and then, you know, to add in more stuff so that the order makes sense, I added in a 1000-piece puzzle from ejica. And this one is called Wonderful Bookshop. And it looks like this. It's everything I love. So it's books, and it's in a puzzle, and there's just so many things. I don't think this is going to be super easy because, once again, all colors are everywhere, but I'm still gonna love it because look at it, jeez. So yeah, that one, I was eyeing that one for a really long time. And the next one is also one that I had on my list for a long time. This is another 1000-piece Edgica. It's a Disney collaboration, so let me see if there is an actual name for it. No, of course there's not. Because why would we call Disney puzzles anything so that people can actually find them, right? No. It only says that it's copyright Disney Pixar, and visit the Disney website. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, anyways, it's this one. I don't think Edgica has a lot of Disney puzzles, so maybe if you just search Edgica 1000 pieces and Disney, you will find it. But it's like Mickey Mouse taking a picture of all of these people, kind of like a family portrait. And I love Disney puzzles. I saw this one, I was like, yes, I want it. And then it came, and I was like, I don't know half of these characters. Like, I know the ones in the middle, obviously. But like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who is that? I don't know him. Then we have like all of these little, I guess, pixies. But like half of these small ones on the top, I don't know. And then there's these ladies here. Who are they? Who are they? I don't know them. So yeah, I did realize that like maybe, oh, and this little lady here. Yeah, never saw her in my life. So I realized that maybe I'm not as educated in Disney as I thought I was, because like I thought I should know all of them, or at least I know that they would exist. But half of these are just like, who are they? I don't know. Not half of them, but like a pretty good portion. Also, these little animals, I think they might be like something like Zootopia. I've never seen that, so that's on me. But yeah, I don't know. But either way, it's still a very cute puzzle. I love Disney puzzles, so it was an obvious choice. Then I did some shopping on Facebook. This one wasn't a swap, it was a straight up, I will pay you, you will send me your puzzles that you don't want anymore. And I don't know if like there's any of these that I really like needed, but when I saw them and they were for a good price, I was like, yeah, you know, it's gonna be good. So first I have this Christmas puzzle. It's a 1000-piece truffle. It's by Dominic Davidson. And this one is called just Winter Landscape. Looks like this. It's going to be missing one piece, and she said that it's like in a tree, like maybe somewhere over here in the like background trees. So it's not really that noticeable. I was like, I don't even care, you know, I don't care if a puzzle is missing a piece as long as I like it. And I'm gonna need more Christmas puzzles because most of the ones that I had, I've done over last Christmas, so I'm gonna need more. So that one was kind of like a cute, wintry, Christmassy, you know. We'll see. There is a lot of sky in that one. I don't know if I'm gonna love that. Then there is another truffle, 1000-piece. This one is called the Deathly Hallows. So it's this kind of cool Harry Potter one with like all of the main characters, and then there's the scene down here. I thought it would be fun. I don't know if I still think that, but hopefully. It does have McGonagall on it, which I love her. And I don't think it has Dumbledore, does it? No, it doesn't. Which is even better, because actually Dumbledore is a villain, if you know the story. He's not really very good. Oh, and now I'm gonna get hate. Oh my god. But he really is, if you think about it. And then there's this one, which, like, I'm not even sure what company this is, because it says it's Deco on one side and then it says Truffle on another side. If it's a Truffle, it's a really old one. This is called papyrus. Papyrus? I don't know. Is it the Egyptian thing? Anyway, it looks like this. I love ancient Egypt, so usually I don't buy puzzles with, you know, things like this, because usually they are really badly done and it would be horrible to puzzle. But this one doesn't look too bad. This one looks like it would be very doable. But yeah, it has like deco here and then truffle here, and the back says it's truffle puzzles. So I don't know what the company who does this is. When I was looking for it, it was like it was produced by Truffle Force Deco. So I guess this Deco was some kind of company that was doing puzzles but actually had them produced somewhere else. I don't know. But it does look cool, doesn't it? So yeah, I think I'm going to love this one. All of the pieces are loose in the box. She sent them like in one big box, but they were all loose in their own boxes, which I would never do. I would put them in bags, but you know, whatever. Okay, and then I have a very special one. In Czech Republic, we have a bookstore. It's literally called like Cheap Books. We also have an English one that's called Budget Books. So maybe it's Budget Books in the other one as well, if you want to say it like that, but it's literally just cheap books. And they have books, obviously, but they also have some puzzles, and then they have like little decorations and toys and I don't know what. They have a lot of things and they're usually very cheap. I went in there because I needed to get a world classic, and why would I pay more for it if I know that they will have it for very cheap. So I got that, and of course I went to the little shelf with puzzles to see what they have, and usually they have all the same all the time that I either don't want or already have. But this time they have some new ones. They were so new they didn't even have a price tag on them, but it's cheap book, so everything should be cheap there, pretty much. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take it, because it was really cool. And when I went to the register, this cost as much as a new Ravensburger costs here, 1,000-piece one. So it wasn't cheap at all for what it is, because it's 300 pieces. But it's from company 3D Prime, I think that's the name. 3D Prime 3D Puzzle, I don't know, Prime 3D, okay. It's a licensed one. Let me see on the bottom if there's anything else. Yeah, it just says Prime 3D. But why 3D? Because it's lenticular. So it's so cool, it moves. And I'm pretty sure, let me see, because I haven't done it yet, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be like that on the pieces as well. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's going to be so hard. Yeah, you can kind of see the effect. I don't know how I'm gonna film this because that's going to be super hard to do that, but it's cool. So we have like the image on the back that's just an image, but then the whole front is lenticular. Lenticular. It's a hard word. So you can see them kind of like move and be a little bit like 3D. It's super cool. I don't know, I like it a lot. I am glad that they had this one in 300 pieces, because they did also have 500s and 1000s, but I was like, it's already going to be hard to put it together because of the effect that it has. So I don't think I would want to do 1,000 pieces with it. Also, the images for 500 and 1000 weren't anything that I would be interested in. So this one was the clear winner, but I was like, wow, this is so weird. But it's also expensive and I don't know what the quality will be like. So I'm a little like not happy about that purchase, but also kind of happy about that purchase. We'll see. I think it's at least going to make for a really cool video. I hope the effect won't be ruined by the pieces being cut, because it's one thing to have it like on just a straight board, but if you cut it, I don't know how that will work. I mean, the effect will still be there, right? Hopefully, but maybe the lines will kind of ruin. I don't know, we'll see. There will definitely be a video with that one. Okay, the next ones I have, I actually did an unboxing for, so I'm now going to play that and then we're going to continue. Okay, so enjoy that. Okay, this is going to be part of a longer video of a haul, I guess, but I wanted to do an unboxing the minute it got to me because I am so excited about this package. I kind of caved and I ordered, I don't know if you can see that, a Reverie puzzles. Reverie is an Australian brand, and as far as I can tell, you can only buy their puzzles from them. I did find some on Vinted, but in my currency they cost $1,000, which is crazy for a second-hand puzzle. Just to tell you like something to compare it to, a 1000-piece Ravensburger new costs $350. And these people on Vinted are selling used Reverie puzzles for $1,000. So that's just like, no way, I'm not paying that for a second-hand puzzle. I'm just like, I'm not. And I know that Reverie are supposed to be like great quality and like kind of a boutique brand, but still, that's crazy. So I looked at their page and the actual puzzles are somewhere between 600 and 800, depending, I'm guessing, on which one is like newer design, older design. Plus they do have a section for kind of like banged up boxes with discounts. So I looked through them and I picked one older design and one banged up box, and each of them was for 671. So it is still double like a Ravensburger price. But, you know, it's not that crazy. It's a lot of money, but it's not like super crazy. The problem is that it's in Australia and I'm in Czech Republic. So they included shipping and tax and I don't know what else, fees or something. So it did end up being quite expensive anyways, but never mind. They're here, they arrived. I must say, their like customer service and then the like tracking and everything was amazing. They sent me like confirmation, then they sent me that they sent out the puzzles, and then I got an Australian Post tracking, and Australian Post tracking is superior. Like if I compare it to Czech postal system, like Czech postal system is a joke by now. Nobody uses it. We all use like anything other than that because you can't rely on them. So when I saw like Australian Post and it was just like, I got an email that they have it and then the tracking was like really detailed, and then I got another email when it arrived in Czech Republic, then that it went into customs, that it cleared customs, you know, like each step in like the end part of the delivery. I got an extra email for it saying where it is, so that I didn't have to like go back and check myself. They just let me know. It was amazing. Like that's not how it works here. Okay, but I'm just like, I want to see these. So let me also, yeah, the box is saying that it's fragile, and they do have like cute paper tape on top of regular tape, with Reverie on it, but yeah, it's all covered with all of the like shipping stuff. Okay, so when I open it, there is an invoice saying, or like the delivery note kind of, because it's saying that they picked 1 out of 1 and 1 out of 1 for that. It has my address on it, so I'm not gonna show you that. And then we have bubble wrap, and I'm guessing the puzzles, because what else, right? So I'm gonna, it's so satisfying. It's like exactly the right size. Also, this is an amazing size box for my cats, so that's another plus. So yeah, here they are. Here they are. Okay, where is my knife? So the bubble wrap is also taped, so I'm just gonna do a, oh my god, that's just so beautifully wrapped. Like, they really do care. Also, after they said that they shipped my puzzles, they also sent me another email thanking me and saying that now I'm part of the like Reverie club, and they invite me to watch their Instagram for, you know, some reveals of new designs and stuff like that. And also when I was shopping on their site, I got the like, if you sign up now, give us your email, we will give you this amount off. So I did that, so this was actually also discounted. Very little, but you know, anything helps. Wow, they're beautiful. I mean, I knew they would be because, like, yeah, I picked them, but oh my god. I was trying to pick like designs that I would love to do over and over, because these really are super expensive. With the shipping, they did actually end up costing 1,000 each. But you know, these are at least new. I know that they will be good quality. Yeah, so Reverie puzzles are always somehow like book themed. So on the back they're saying like the quality and all of that. And then like a really big thing here is about the artist, so that's great. I will of course do video on one of them, so we will go into the detail on that. But the first one, that's the not damaged but like an older design, so it wasn't as expensive as the newer ones, is Dearly Beloved, and it looks like this. It's beautiful. I would take off the shrink wrap, but I don't really want to lose time with that right now, but that's that. And then there's the other one, and yeah, again on the back we have like a big talk about the artist, and this is Bedtime Stories number 2. That's so cute. It's gonna be harder though, like that part of the room is really dark. And yeah, I do see like the damage, but it's nothing horrible. So it was really discounted because this is one of the newer designs, so it should have cost like 800, but it cost 600. And you can see like this is the reason for the discount. So I don't mind that at all. It's just like the box is a little squished. But it's so cute. I was just saying that this part is like really dark. So hopefully it's not gonna be too hard. But yeah, oh my god. Okay. I did pick up like 2 really different designs. So this one is kind of like more like, I don't know, some kind of, like this one is definitely more, you know, like childish, I guess. Not really, because it is for adults, but, and this one is kind of like more grown up in my eyes. So yeah, I'm so happy. These are gonna look so good on the shelf also, like just the design of the box. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh my god. Okay, so that's it, and now back to the video that you were just watching. All right, so you now know what I'm going to show you. I'll just going to be really quick about this. So the first one is Bedtime Stories number 2 from Reverie. You just saw me open it. And the second one is Dearly Beloved, 1000 Piece from Reverie. I can't wait to do these. I did leave them as they were for this video, but very, very, very soon, maybe this weekend, I will do them and film one for here and one will be for the Czech channel, because I also want to show them there. But they were so expensive. Oh my god. Okay, well, I am in love with them, so hopefully I will also be in love with the quality and everything like that. But yeah. And then the last thing I have here is an order from Sklady Puzzle, Assemble Puzzles, the bookshop that is the biggest one in Czech Republic. I order from them pretty much every month anyways. But this time, I thought I wouldn't. I thought I would have all of these puzzles and that would be it. But they got something in stock that I was scared would kind of sell out pretty fast, and maybe they wouldn't get more, because it is kind of coming up to the season when people need it. If you know where I'm going with this. So, and I knew that I wanted it, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna risk them selling out and then have to like find it on Amazon or something, because I also know that people were saying that they are disappearing from Amazon as well. So I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna place an order, and of course if I'm ordering there, I'm also going to put in some more stuff. So there's 4 normal puzzles and the thing in this order. So we're going to start with the thing, because you probably already know what I'm talking about. It is the advent calendar from Ravensburger. It's 24 puzzles with 54 pieces each. It looks like this for now. On the back you can see kind of the explanation of what it is and what you can do with it, because this, as far as I know, is the first advent calendar Ravensburger ever did, or maybe they did one like way back in past. It looks like this, all of the little boxes, and I'm gonna show you the number 1. I'm gonna spoil it for you, yeah, but not the other ones. So the box looks like this, and then on the side it has Germany, and it says that this image is going to be Neuschwanstein Castle, and then on the other side it has Merry Christmas, and underneath it's Frohe Weihnachten, so it has like Merry Christmas in the language of the country that is on the puzzle. And then on the last side, on the bottom it's just Ravensburger. On the last side, it shows you the image that you're going to be puzzling. So when you take it out of the box, you have it like this. So the image is actually on the bottom. So you don't have to see it. If you don't want to, you can just open it up, dump it out, and puzzle the pieces. Yeah, I don't actually want to open it right now. Definitely gonna make a video about this, but I'm gonna make a video about it after Christmas, because I want to have it as my advent calendar. So sorry, you're not gonna be able to see if it's worth it or not, or what it looks like, the effect, everything like that, because I want to keep it as like an actual advent calendar, not as piece of content, because it was kind of expensive, and they did have 20% off for Ravensburger. That is also why I bought it at this time. So it was a little less, but still thinking that it's 24 times 54 pieces, it's kind of expensive. But you know, it's so cute and sweet. And yeah, this is like Christmas around the world. So each day will be a different country, and you will just get to puzzle something Christmas related from that country, or like a Christmas scene or something. And what is really cool about this, because I never wanted to do an advent calendar that is just tiny little pieces, tiny little puzzles, because to me that is like, what's the point? What am I going to do with all of these tiny puzzles after Christmas, you know? Because during Christmas, yes, it will be fun, but what's after Christmas? This one, you can actually take the sides off and you can make it into like one huge mosaic kind of thing. So that's cool, because then if I want to, at the end, I will put them all together, definitely. But if I want to, I can actually get rid of all of the extra edges, and I can just pour all of them back into the box and have it like as one big puzzle, as a little, yeah. So I don't know how well that will work, like how much white there will be in between the images. It doesn't look like that much on the back of here, so I'm hoping that it's great. But yeah, I had to. As soon as I saw it at like Vicky Makes and Builds at her channel, because she got it from Ravensburger, as soon as I saw that they did an advent calendar, I was like, that has to be mine. Because I love advent calendars. Every year I'm trying to find a new one that I will really, really love. And I don't just want like a chocolate or tea. I did have tea one year. I never drank all of the teas because I didn't like half of them. And I used to try different candle ones, but the Yankee Candle one was really expensive for what it was, and the candles were just like tea lights, so that was kind of like okay. But at least that one was cool, because the next year I bought one that looked super cool. It was beautiful packaging. The candles were much bigger. They were in these little glass things, but they didn't really smell of anything. They were supposed to, and if you smelled the actual candle, it did have a smell, but it didn't like release it when you were burning it. So that was a huge disappointment. So I don't think I want another candle one this year, because it's really miss and miss. I would say hit and miss, but I really didn't have a hit yet. So a puzzle advent calendar seems like a really good choice for me, but it has to be the right one, and I think the Ravensburger one will be a lot of fun, especially since there's all different countries, so you also get to kind of learn something, and you get to see like the Merry Christmas in all of the languages. It's gonna be so much fun. It's end of September now, so I still have to wait quite a long time, but oh my god, I can't wait to use it. Okay, then, like I said, they did have 20% off for Ravensburger, so I decided to get one more puzzle that I was missing from my Demelsa Houghton collection. So this one is The Secret Garden. It's a 1000-piece Ravensburger. It looks like this. I wasn't sure I wanted it because, yes, the image is beautiful, but it's going to be hell to put together because it's very repetitive in the background, all of the stuff. But, you know, it's so pretty, and it's Demelsa, and I love Demelsa. And I wanted to say that this is the last one that I was missing, because I do have on the way from eBay another Demelsa The Christmas one, a 500 piece. So I wanted to say, oh, this is going to be all of the Demelsas. No, because on USA Nationals this year, they got a new Demelsa 500 piece called Home Sweet Home, and it's not available here yet. So I still don't have all Demelsas, and I want them. I definitely want the Home Sweet Home because it's so cute, but it's like, I don't want to buy it from US Ravensburger and pay like my month's rent for the shipping. So I still have to wait and hope that it will show up. I don't understand why we did have like one USA Nationals puzzle available And I'm happy we did, because I love that puzzle. It's the Nathaniel Mortensen one, the Charmed Cottage. So I love that, but I also want the Lake Tahoe and I also want the Melsa. And they didn't get those here yet. So I don't know how that works, why, you know, all of the licensing and everything like that. But can we just like make it faster, because the nationals were like in the spring, I think, and now it's the fall and I still don't have them. And I really, really want them. Anyways, so that was one of the Ravensburger I got. And then I always wanted to try Dean McAdam puzzle, because they look so fun and I love busy puzzles, so his style is kind of exactly what I want. So I picked Trick or Treat because I thought it would be nice to do this kind of around the time of Halloween, although we don't really have Halloween in Czech Republic, but you know, some people kind of have it, and at least I see it like in my socials and everything, you know, in my groups. So yeah, it kind of works, it really doesn't, but who cares. So I picked this one. It looks super fun, it looks crazy, and I do love his fairy tale collection. I will want all of them, I am sure already. But first I want to do this one to make sure that I really do love the style and that it's good. Okay, then I looked through all of the sites that they have, like all of the things, and I looked especially at discounts because, you know, I do love a deal, and this one was discounted, so I was like, okay, I need it. This is Cherry Puzzy. It's a 500 piece and it's called In a Good Mood because it's a cow. I love it. I love their little puns with the names. It's just, it's yeah, it's genius. Somebody in Cherry Puzzy has a great sense of humor and I love that. So yeah, I have a lot of their animal ones. I actually just did one yesterday. I am not keeping everything I get from them, but the animal ones usually stay because they are so cute. So I actually have one cow one already. It's called Wow Cow. And it's beautiful. It's a cow and it has all kind of flowers around its head. It's very pretty. I also have the giraffe that is blowing a bubblegum bubble thing. What else is there? Oh, the chickens. I have the chickens with like the pearls and little glasses and hats. They are called High Society, so I love that. I also have the pig. It's literally just a pig looking up into the camera. It's some flowers with flowers like around it, and it says, "Do you love me?" I love them, they're so cute. So yeah, when I saw that they had another animal one and it's a cow, but it's like dressed up. They are so silly and so cute. The one thing I don't love about this is that Cherry Puzzy. I keep saying puzzle, right? Yeah, it's Cherry Puzzy. They never have like an artist listed anywhere on their site or on the puzzle. So I don't love that. This one does have like a signature here, but first of all, I can't really read it. And second, the image does look... Hello. What are you doing? Yeah, I have a black t-shirt on, so it's perfect to have a white cat on my lap as well. That's Elvira. She never comes on my lap. She like doesn't really do this. Yeah, I know, I love you too. Okay, wait a minute. You know what she also loves? She loves to be hidden under a blanket. But like, I can't really sit back right now to make it more comfortable for her. So I don't know if she will stay. But she's purring and she's on me, which like never happens. She used to do it when I was living alone and only had her. Every time I would sit in the chair, she would come, she would be on my lap for like an hour. I could not move with her. It didn't work like that. But yeah, she used to do that. And then we moved in together with my boyfriend, and he brought his 2 cats into the new apartment, and I brought her. And ever since then, she's never been on my lap. Like, she maybe does it like once a month, and not for very long. So the fact that she just came, even though I'm not actually sitting back and being like super comfy in my chair. Hello, Dino. Yeah, more cats. That is like really rare. I guess she was, I don't know, probably cold, because it is getting kind of cold in here and we don't want to turn on the heating yet because it is only end of September. And if we start heating it, like turning on the heat now, we're going to pay so much money at the end of the year. So we don't want to do that as long as it's like very livable. It's 22, 23 degrees in here, so it's very doable. Like, I'm in short sleeves and I'm always freezing, so that's like not bad. But the cats, they do like it warm, so maybe she was feeling a little bit cold. But like, now I'm afraid to move. Dino, don't. No, you can be on my lap as well. There's not enough space. That's the one thing. She is very, like, she wants to be under the blanket, but she is very nervous about being under the blanket and not seeing anybody else. So she is very reactive to anything. So I really don't want Dino to even touch her over the blanket, because that would be very bad, especially for me, because, you know, claws and stuff, and it's my skin under all of this. So yeah. Anyway, the cow, super cute, super fun, love it. I don't know if it is or isn't AI, because it does say K. Lipinski, I think, and it says art and photography. But that could also be a studio that uses AI to produce images. It's not a name I would know, and I didn't Google it yet. Are you leaving already? Yeah, it's not very comfortable, is it? Yeah, I told you so. Okay. All right. Are you gonna go? Yeah, thank you. But thank you. That was very nice of you to come. All right. She's gonna figure out how to get away from here. Yeah, so that is, oh my god, the cat hair. That is one that made me really happy to see it on a slight discount. It wasn't huge, but you know, anything counts. And the last one is again Ravensburger, but it is one of the puzzle moments, the 200-piece one. And I love it, and I wanted it for very long, like over a year now probably. But since it's 200 pieces, I don't really want to pay a lot for it, because it's gonna be less than an hour of puzzling, so I don't want to like overpay. But also, I really wanted it and I couldn't find it. Like, all of the ones that I have right now, the 200 and 300 piece puzzle moments, I found them somewhere else for like, this one is now on sale, this one is now on sale, and I got them together. I have 5 right now. I did get rid of, I think, 2. But I did get them like super cheap, and then, you know, I can justify it. But this one was never anywhere for any cheaper than, you know, the regular price. I was like, I don't want to pay that for a 200-piece puzzle. It's so tiny. But since now there was a 20% off, it kind of made it a little bit more okay, the final price. So the one that I'm talking about is this. It's Mixtape. And here on the back is what it actually looks like. It's much bigger than what you see here. And yeah, I love it. I love the colors in the background. I love the tapes. Tapes were a thing of my childhood, so like it's definitely not like super retro for me because I did actually live in this era. But yeah, I love it. It's super cute, and I love these kind of little puzzle snacks things because when you really don't have time but you need to puzzle because maybe you didn't in the last 2 days because it was very busy, but now you're getting the puzzle back and you need to do some puzzling. These are perfect for that. So, okay, that is all of the puzzles that I have for this month. I do have another box already for pickup, but it's still there, so I'm gonna show you those next month. And hopefully those will actually be the only ones that I will buy this time, because I do have some other expenses coming up, so I really should slow down on the puzzles and just focus on actually using my money for the useful stuff that I have to have. You know, like food. No, that's not one of the expenses I'm talking about, but you know, that also works. So, okay, that is everything. Tell me, did you know that Ravensburger has an advent calendar, and are you going to get it? Because if you are, then maybe hurry up, because it's end of September. There's 2 months until we need to start working on it, so yeah. And also, do you know this TV show, and what was it called in your language? Because I need to know, because here, okay, I'll try, I'll butcher everything, but I'll try. So what I read before is era uma vez a vida. Then we have erase una vez la vida. God knows. Then the French is going to be horrible. Il était une fois la vie. Sure. And German. Was eins het leven. I do know, well, I did study German since kindergarten actually. I had it in kindergarten, I had it in elementary school, I had it in high school, and I had it in university. I still don't know anything in German, but I should be able to at least pronounce it a little bit, right? So I think that was kind of correct. But yeah, in Czech this is byl jednou jeden život. If that tells you anything. Okay, so that's everything from me. I hope you like this video. I hope you like my puzzles. Are you like super curious about any of them? Maybe this one? I don't know. Is there anything that you would like to see me film? Because I can film anything as long as you ask for it. Otherwise, I will just film the things that seem interesting to me. So let me know. Write it all in the comments. I read every single comment. I try to answer every single comment. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and bye.